So here, so let's continue. The list is formed of instruments that satisfy the requirements set by the exchange. So kapag yung stocks class is ibebenta through Philippine Stock Exchange, so syempre dapat yung corporation is unang-una sumunod sila sa requirements ng PSE, including minimum earnings requirement. So hindi ka basta-basta pwedeng magbenta ng stocks mo through Philippine Stock Exchange kung yung earnings ng isang korporasyon is mababa. Next, net tangible assets. So itong net tangible assets is yung mga kanyang tangible, ibig sabihin assets that are capable of pwede mong mahawakan. So that is tangible assets. So meron ding requirements yon. Next, market capitalization. So here in market capitalization class, so nagsiset din ng standard yung PSE. It's because syempre yung presumption kasi dito, kapag magbebenta ka ng stocks mo through Philippine Stock Exchange, nagre-raise ka ng capital or nag-iipon ka ng pera for your operations. And number of and distribution of shares publicly held. So each stock exchange specifies the set of requirements. Advantage of listing on stock exchange to the corporation in its shareholders. So ano yung advantage ng isang korporasyon kung yung kanyang stocks is naka-listed or ibig sabihin open siya sa public. So, gaya ng mga San Miguel Corporation. So, everyday, pwedeng tingnan ng public yung na anong nangyayari sa isang korporasyon. So, number 1, the ability to sell shares on a stock exchange makes people more willing to invest in the company. So, syempre, since sabi ko kanina, open siya sa public. So, nakikita ng public yung performance ng isang korporasyon kung maganda ba or hindi. Investors may accept a lower return on the shares and the company can raise capital more cheaply. So, pwedeng magbenta ang isang korporasyon ng kanyang mga shares at lower price. Stock exchange provides a market price for the shares and forms basis for valuation of a company. So, ito class, it's sa number 3, yung stock exchange, siya yung parang, kumbaga, medium or tool or, para malaman kung magkano yung market price ng shares. So, magkano bang bentahan ng shares sa labas or di kaya sa public. And at the same time, by way of stock exchange, malalaman mo kung magkano na yung isang kumpanya. Naintindihan? O valuation of a company. So, syempre, let's say for example, si San Miguel Corporation, magkano kaya siya? So, because by way of stock exchange, so sa Philippine Stock Exchange, malalaman mo kung magkano yung value ng isang company. The information aids corporate governance. So, allows monitoring the management of the company. So, dahil sa stock exchange daw class, so malalaman mo yung corporate governance or paano pinapatakbo yung korporasyon. And at the same time, since kapag stockholder ka, because of stock exchange, makikita mo kung ano yung performance ng management ng company. So, paano nila pinapatakbo yung kumpanya. So, syempre, since ikaw na investor, careful ka din. So, syempre, meron ka din concern about the governance ng company. Kasi nga, may pera ka doon sa isang kumpanya. So, dapat protektahan mo din yung rights mo. Listing makes takeover bids easier since the creditor company is able to buy shares on the stock market. So, because of stock exchange daw class, mas mabilis yung bids. It's because nakikita mo kung magkano yung presyo ng shares. Let's say for example, Jollibee Corporation. So, makikita mo kung magkano yung value ng kanyang shares. Universal Robina or yung kay Gokongwei, Cebu Pacific, or lahat ng mga korporasyon, malaking korporasyon dito sa Pilipinas. So, malalaman mo, or because of stock exchange, malalaman mo kung magkano yung mga presyo ng kanilang shares. And then number 6, the increased transparency may reduce the cost of capital. However, there are several disadvantages of listing. So, may mga disadvantage din. Number 1, listing on the stock is costly for the company. Syempre naman, magastos. Kasi nga class, 'di ba? Sabi ko kanina, merong minimum capital requirement before ka pumasok sa Philippine Stock Exchange. So, ito class, mayroong minimum earnings requirements, may net tangible assets, market capitalization, and number of distribution of shares publicly held. So, may mga requirements. So, hindi ka yung isang korporasyon, hindi basta-basta makapasok sa Philippine Stock Exchange, kaya magastos. Number 2, it requires a substantial amount of documentation to be prepared. So, maraming mga papeles na nire-require. Kasi nga, unang-una, requirements yun ng batas. So, at saka requirements din ng gobyerno. So, that is audited and prepared according to IFRS financial statements. So, syempre, kapag yung isang corporation class papasok sa Philippine Stock Exchange, dapat yung kanyang financial statements are audited and then prepared according to IFRS. Itong IFRS sa international yan. So, since dito sa Pilipinas, PFRS. So, Philippine Financial Reporting Standard. So, dito na papasok yung mga CPA. Dito na papasok yung trabaho ng mga accountant. So, mag-prepare ng audited financial statements in accordance with the Philippine Financial Reporting Standards. It increases transparency, which may cause problem in terms of market competition and in takeover cases. So, itong number 3 class, one of the disadvantage din ng stock exchange, since yung isang corporation is open na sa public, so nakikita na sila na ngayon ng kanilang competitors. So, nakikita na ng competitors. So, syempre, that is also one of the disadvantage kung yung isang corporation is open sa public. So, definition of terms tayo. Dealer. So, dealer, an agent who buys and sells securities as a principal on its own account, rather than a broker for his client. Dealer may function as a broker or as a market maker. So, si dealer class, bumibili siya ng mga stocks. At saka, yung kanya binibili, on its own account yon. Ibig sabihin, pera mismo ni dealer. Hindi kagaya ng broker, an agent who execute orders to buy and sell securities on behalf of his client in exchange for a commission fee. Si broker kasi class, let's say for example, ako, mag-i-invest ako may pera ko, mag-i-invest ako sa stocks. So, syempre, ang lalapitan ko, broker. Naintindihan? So, yung pera ko, iti-take over ko kay broker. So, si broker na ang bahalang bibili. Naintindihan? So, dealer kasi, while the dealer, let's say for example, ako mismo yung ako yung may pera, diretso akong bibili ng shares. So, yun yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. So, syempre, nagkaka-income si dealer by way of, hinihintay niyang tumaas yung kanyang biniling shares. Si broker naman, nagkaka-income through commission fee. So, syempre, may professional fee doon si broker. Next, there are several types of stock exchange members. So, number 1, commission broker. So, ito na yun kanina. Who execute, buy, and sell orders for the public for the fee. So, siya yung parang utusan. So, siya yung utusan. Broker, bilhan mo ako ng ganito. So, syempre, babayaran ng investor si broker. This is the largest group of market participants acting as agent of lenders or buyers of financial securities. They may find the best price for someone who wishes to buy or sell securities. So, syempre, dito sa Pilipinas ngayon class, maraming broker talaga. Odd lot brokers, a group of brokers who execute transaction of fewer than 100 shares. This broker breaks round lots, a multiple of 100 shares into odd lots and vice versa for a fee. So itong odd lots class is pareho din sa broker, kaso nga lang 100 shares lang, fewer than 100 shares lang yung kanilang tinatransact. Yung commission broker kasi is pang malakihan na ito. Registered trader who owns a set on a stock exchange and trade on his own account. Large volume of trades along with the possibility of speedy execution of orders. Allow the traders to cover their large investment into the seat of a stock exchange. So itong trader class, ang ginagawa nila, bibili ng stocks, bebenta. So ganun lang yon. So parang nagba-buy and sell ng shares. Next, specialists, who are market makers for individual securities listed on an organized stock exchange. Their purpose is to reduce variability of the securities prices. When there are too many sell orders, the specialists have to perfume a role of buyers to keep the prices from falling for a period. When there are too many buy orders, the specialists have to perfume a role of sellers to prevent the temporary rise in prices. So, ano itong specialist class? Si specialist, ang trabaho niya kasi is, let's say for example, kapag may bibili, ng stocks, ang trabaho ng specialist, huwag niyang pababaan yung presyo. Naintindihan? So, ibig sabihin, si buyer or si investor, bibili ng stocks sa malaking halaga. So, or di kaya, kapag may magbebenta ng stocks, so ang trabaho ng specialist, siya yung prevent the temporary rise in prices. Naintindihan? So, syempre, kapag magbebenta ka, huwag mong pataasan yung presyo. So, yun yung trabaho ng specialist. Issuing intermediary who undertakes to issue a new securities on behalf of a borrower. An issuing house acts as an agent for the borrower in financial market. This task is usually carried out by investment banks. Yung issuing intermediary class is investment banks ito. Let's say for example, ako, may pera ako. Magbibili ako ng shares. So, syempre, pwede akong lumapit kay investment banks. So, since si investment banks ang bibili muna para sa akin. Naintindihan? So parang mangungutang muna ako kay investment banks and then in return babayaran ko si investment banks. Kasi nga intermediary. Market maker is an intermediary who holds stocks of securities and quotes a price at which each of the securities may be bought and sold. Market making is usually performed by securities division of major banks. So itong market maker class is, let's say, parang yung mga nagbebenta ng ukay-ukay sa palengke. 'Di ba? Yung mga may-ari ng mga ukay-ukay sa palengke, binibili yung mga ukay-ukay sa customs. So, syempre, itong pagkakuha nila ng mga ukay-ukay sa customs, so ibebenta nila dito sa atin. So, ganun din ito. Yung market maker is just yung mga major bangko o yung mga malalaking bangko. So, let's say for example, San Miguel Corporation, Jollibee Corporation, Gokongwei, mga Henry C na mga kumpanya. Let's say for example, itong mga kumpanya na ito magbebenta ng stocks. So syempre, si bangko yung magpapakyaw ng lahat ng kanilang shares. So kakausapin ng mga malalaking bangko itong mga korporasyon na ito. So kakausapin nila na kami na lang yung magbebenta ng shares nyo. So yun yung market maker. Kasi at then syempre makaka-income sila, papatungan nila. Next, hedger who buys or sells of financial assets to avoid risk of devaluation of currency, change of interest rates or prices of securities in the market. So itong hedger naman class is parang ito yung kung baga sugal pa ito. So malalaman nyo yan for your higher accounting. So next,